During President Trump's second term, at least 11 people have been shot and killed by federal immigration officers, and many others have been caught up in high-profile, very public incidents. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez has been looking into why there seem to be so many of these cases, even considering the president's policies. He joins us now from Houston. Camilo, good evening. What have you learned?
Hi, Tony. Good evening. ICE sources tell us that they are deeply concerned that these fatal shootings across the country could continue to increase. They are under tremendous political pressure from the White House and people like Stephen Miller, one of the president's top advisors, to expand immigration enforcement and to record up to 2,000 daily arrests. Historically, under Republican and Democratic administrations, most ICE arrests have occurred in local jails, state and federal prisons, away from the public's view, Tony. But to enforce President Trump's dramatic crackdown on illegal immigration, which is not just targeting criminal, egregious offenders, more ICE agents are being placed on the streets of American towns and cities to make arrests in broad daylight, in public. That is a strategy, Tony, that is more likely to create the dangerous and often tragic situations we have seen here in Houston and also in Maine.
So, Camilo, let's talk about tactics as they pursue these arrests. In some cases, they are wearing masks, they are driving unidentified vehicles, they're not using body cameras. How does that compare to the standards of traditional law enforcement?
Well, the Department of Homeland Security policy stipulates, Tony, that agents can only use deadly and fatal force when they believe somebody is posing a danger to the officers or to others in the public. In the case of people who are fleeing an operation, like was the case allegedly in that incident in Maine, officers are not supposed to use any deadly force unless they detect that there's a significant threat to life. They cannot use deadly force simply to stop somebody from escaping and fleeing, Tony. And we have to remember that here in Houston, after that fatal shooting, the local district attorney, Harris County District Attorney Sean Thierry, told us that he's investigating this case and that he's never seen anything like this in his 20 years in law enforcement.
It appears from everything we've seen that either these agents are completely untrained or intentionally putting themselves in situations where they can justify firing into cars.
DHS also tells us that ICE in June added additional training for new officers, including on crowd control and high-risk vehicle stops. Tony?
Camilo, thank you very much.